My fellow Americans, well, that was something. I just watched the State of the Union, Trump's hopefully last, and I don't even know what to say about that. First of all, we've got Rush Limbaugh, a man who's made his entire career off of just humiliating and mocking people that were unlike him in any number of ways, be it religion, race, creed, color, sexual orientation, nationality, or anything else. And at the State of the Union, he gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom, our nation's highest civilian honor. That was the first thing that got my blood boiling. Then we're going to trot out, little kids and soldiers and everything for reunions at the State of the Union. That's not what this speech is for. Okay? The point of this speech is to tell what is the, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? State of the fucking Union. You're supposed to tell them how we're doing economically, how we're doing militarily, how each department is doing, how we're doing on justice, what we're doing about immigration, what we're doing about everything that the president is supposed to handle, everything that government is supposed to handle. Instead, he made it into about an hour and a half, something like that, campaign commercial, and a bad one at that. It was schmaltzy, it was ugly, it was ridiculous, it was just utterly self-serving, had almost nothing to do with reality. Anytime he accidentally wandered into something that was actually true, it was either not good or it was something somebody else did for him that he's now taking credit for. It stood out to me at the end when he was listing the heroes that he has from American history, that he mentioned Thomas Edison, who got rich and famous by taking credit and patents from other people, better people, namely Nikola Tesla, who, was going to just give his ideas to the world. And he also mentioned Wyatt Earp, who, look, I love Tombstone. It's a great movie. It really is. But the reality of Wyatt Earp is he was a criminal who exaggerated his story so that people would, want to watch it, or on old westerns, and then later on in newer movies. Point is, he's not a hero. He was actually a pretty bad guy, and it's appropriate, I guess, that Trump likes these two. That's kind of on brand. I also noticed that there was an exorbitant number of black people being featured prominently, not in government positions, mind you. We're not actually going to give them any real power. We're just going to trot them out for the cameras so that it looks like, hey, see how not racist I am? I'm convinced. Are you? This was just disgusting. Between all of that, the graphic description of violent crimes being committed, just everything. This was just a mess of a State of the Union. I'll admit, I have watched every State of the Union since I was a kid. I don't remember when I watched my first one, but this is the first time that I've watched one of Donald Trump's. I couldn't make myself do it the first few years. I'm sorry. I intended to, but I just couldn't make myself do it. This year I did, and all I got to say, America, is this better be the last one. Don't let this happen again. Don't let him do this again. This was awful. This is not America. That was not a State of the Union address. I don't know what the hell that was. I think the only person the only person on that dais tonight who did anything rational was Nancy Pelosi after the speech was over, when she ripped it up before he even had the chance to walk off the stage. I think that's the only rational thing to do, other than maybe set it on fire, but she'd probably get in more trouble for that. America, please fix this. Don't let him deliver another one of these. I'm begging you. God help us all.